Hello, I'm Michael Haley, also known as Michael in a Cloud. I'm an author, poet, artist, musician, lyricist, a painter. Just to explain a little bit about the technique overall, first I use a chalk that I basically draw out the design that I have in mind. I'm not following any picture, it's just coming from my mind, from my imagination. So I chalk it all out and then I airbrush the color in to fill. And then I can come back with some soft pastels, possibly oil pastels, and you can paint with this combination. You can still continue to paint acrylic paint over top of it. So what I've been doing is using the soft pastels and chalking and chalks, these drawing sticks. They It says oil pastels or soft pastels, but they're a drawing pastel. They're very soft and they'll write on this paper very well, and they work well with acrylic paint. So you can put in your details I put this field of flowers in there. Grass is laid over, and then grass that's standing up. You can see something. The wind is blowing over here. I've got water coming down. I've got some details here that are chalked in with the paint. Now I did a lot of this with airbrush in advance. I kind of filled it in with a little bit of airbrush here and there. And then once it's dry, then you can come back with your pastels and add in your details over top of it. So that is the overall technique. Been trying to like reinforce some detail in the trees by adding more colors in various strokes. So you can use multiple strokes of your different colors in a particular direction. You know, this is a type of ponderosa pine, which is a very tall pine, but it really gets up there. But you can see that the trunk is there. In any case, I've got a lot of grass that's up in here, some contours in the rock. Um, this is like a little cliff here where this mound of dirt, and then this has all been washed out by the stream over time. So that we created a little waterfall effect. And there's some other rocks in there. A little bit of a beach down here where the sand has all been washed up in a bit of a sandbar as it kind of curves around and carves out on that rock. And I've got some cattails growing up here that are contrasted against the rock. Just a few. I'm into this canvas, looking into where I could put color. I'm trying to decide what color I want to put in my paint gun, and where I'm going to put it on the canvas. I'm making a connection with that canvas when I'm doing that, and what I'm seeing in it. Now I am starting with a chalk design that I came up with. I'm just trying to enhance it with additional paint and color to fill it all in, because that's where the real art comes in, is seeing the rest of it pulled together in full color. While I was painting this, I was listening to music, and I've got the compressor going off. It's loud. I've got earplugs in, and I got the music just blaring as loud as it can be. So I cut all that sound out, but you're going to miss the harmony that's occurring here as I do this. The rhythm that I'm picking up as I'm making the brush strokes is in harmony with the beat of the music. Let me say that again. The rhythm of what I'm doing with my brush strokes is in harmony with the beat of the music. The rhythm of my brush strokes is in harmony with the beat of the music. Can you do that? Can you do that? Okay. So you get it. But I want to tell you a little bit about this music and what's happening in this art form. You know, this isn't just ordinary airbrush art. In this art form, I am combining the physical expression of music into an image that you can see. I'm listening to what's called Bad Snacks. It's a musical group that they do rhythm and blues and dance music. So I'm looking at this scene as rhythm and blues and dance. This is a rhythm and blues dance scene. I'm doing a rhythm and blues dance scene. I'm physically expressing the music and leaving an image behind. Okay, here's another demonstration of getting intimate with your canvas. In this case, I'm up very close with the canvas and I'm looking for color. I'm trying to apply a little bit of this peachy looking tan color into some of the darker areas around the trees to lighten that up. I've got a little bit too much darkness on those trees, I feel, so I want to lighten that up. So I'm looking into the color as closely as I can as I'm applying this color so that I can see the blend appear that I'm kind of looking for in my mind. So the color that I'm looking for in my mind, I'm trying to get it to appear on the canvas as I'm blending this tone into what's already there. So I've got to get very intimate with the canvas when I do that. I don't want the color to go over where I want it to be green. So I've got to work it and watch the color so I'm not taking out the green that's in the image. Now here I'm below the branch tree line as the contour of the geography breaks and becomes this open field. Um, I don't have an actual area where I have trees anymore. So I need to like blend that in to where it fades into the grass because it's going to go from these pine needles, these dried pine needles in the shade to this green grass. So I'm trying to blend that color together very carefully and I'm looking for it as I'm doing it. I'm looking for it to blend to be what I want it to be. That I'm seeing in my mind as I'm doing it. So I've got to get really very seriously intimate with the canvas in my mind as I'm creating the image. So this isn't like me looking at some picture and then trying to, copy that picture. I'm trying to create the image with color that I see in my mind as I'm doing this. This is not some copycat kind of art. This is a real expression of what you can see in your mind. All right, so this isn't paint by the numbers that you could go down to Walmart and buy. This is the real deal, baby. This is art. That's some funky nonsense.